Ryan Holiday, Stillness is the Key. Welcome to the captivating world of A Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday. In this summary, you'll uncover the importance of stillness in a world overwhelmed by chaos and noise. The book delves into the struggles faced by historical figures like Seneca and John F. Kennedy in finding tranquility amid turmoil. Through their experiences and the teachings of various philosophies and religions, you'll learn how to cultivate stillness in your day-to-day life and enhance your decision-making abilities, creativity, and overall well-being.
The Power of Stillness. In The Power of Stillness, the author highlights how the Roman philosopher Seneca found peace in a chaotic world by embracing stillness. Despite dealing with financial trouble and distractions, Seneca was able to write powerful philosophical essays that continue to influence people today. Stillness, or a state of complete concentration and emotional equanimity, has been embraced by various religions and cultures throughout history. The author encourages readers to find stillness in their own lives amid the constant distractions of modern technology and daily life. Kennedy's lesson in stillness. In the midst of the Cuban Missile Crisis, President John F. Kennedy faced immense pressure to respond militarily to the Soviet Union's nuclear threat. However, he resisted the advice of his advisors to act aggressively and instead found stillness in his decision-making. He resisted his gut reaction and slowed things down to reflect and consider all options. He even sought peace and solitude in the Rose Garden. Ultimately, his decision to announce a blockade of Cuba gave his Soviet equivalent, Nikita Khrushchev, time and space to think. The crisis was resolved, and negotiations over the removal of missiles began. Kennedy's lesson in stillness teaches us that it is important to act from a place of calm and reflection in high-stakes situations. Being present. Marina Abramovich's art exhibit, The Artist is Present, drew thousands of visitors who were deeply moved by her ability to be fully present in the moment. Marina's complete presentness and total occupation of the moment made visitors emotional and made them question why they aren't present in their own lives. Being present is important because it allows us to fully experience life and not let it slip past unnoticed. Athletes are coached to be present for optimal performance, and this applies to all aspects of life. By stilling our minds and being present, we can reach our full potential and breed brilliance in our lives. The power of journaling. Discover the transformative effect of journaling, as proven by the experiences of Anne Frank, Seneca, and various notable personalities throughout history. Keeping a journal can help individuals gain fresh perspectives on their actions, especially during trying times. Studies also show that it facilitates healing and well-being after traumatic events. By carving out a moment for self-reflection through writing, anyone can find stillness and inner peace, regardless of how busy their schedule is. No matter when or where, embracing the habit of journaling can make a remarkable difference in one's life. The riches of silence. In a noisy world where we rely on distractions to avoid silence, there are great benefits to embracing the power of silence. Experimental music composer John Cage provides a fascinating case study on the subject. His most famous creation, 4 feet 33 inches, is a composition of uninterrupted silence that challenged listeners to actually hear the accidental sounds that make up what we consider silence. Silence offers clarity and stillness, which are essential for leaders to recharge and find solutions to problems. By dialing down the noise like CEOs and Wall Street leaders do, we can gain a deeper awareness of what's around us, from the rain on the roof to the answers to business problems. Tiger Woods, a champion's rise and fall. Tiger Woods was raised to be a winner, a cold-blooded killer on the golf course by his parents. However, this upbringing left him with a troubled soul, leading him to neglect and betray his family in pursuit of dishonest affairs. In 2008, he won the U.S. Open Golf Championship with a broken leg, but soon after, his secret life was exposed, and he didn't win another major for 10 years. Woods reflected on this time in his life and realized that the relentless pursuit of anything isn't worth it if we damage our souls in the process. The story of Tiger Woods shows that happiness and contentment in life come from achieving stillness of the soul. Finding stillness through the acceptance of enough. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, John F. Kennedy's personal desires momentarily led him astray from his ideals of stillness, but this is a common struggle for many people. Most individuals are driven by desires, whether for material possessions or personal satisfaction. However, achieving true contentment becomes increasingly challenging when our desires are shallow in nature and often come at a cost, inhibiting our ability to find peace. The solution lies in distinguishing between fleeting desires and worthy pursuits by reflecting on how we will feel after receiving what we desire. This is an excellent way to focus on the consequences of our actions rather than solely on their immediate gratification. Accepting that we have enough can also lead to profound contentment, as exemplified by author Joseph Heller's embrace of the knowledge that he had achieved enough and was content with his accomplishments. By finding peace in the present moment and releasing our desire for material possessions or social validation, we can achieve true stillness and contentment. Finding beauty everywhere. The concept of Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, is a therapy that uses nature to heal spiritual wounds. However, not everyone can retreat to the wilderness in search of beauty. Roman philosopher Marcus Aurelius found beauty in simple things, like the cracks in bread as it bakes, and even in death. He believed we should come gracefully to our final resting place, grateful to the tree that gave us life. By noticing the beauty around us, like Kennedy finding stillness in the White House rose garden during the Cuban Missile Crisis, we become more attuned to less obvious manifestations of beauty. Regardless of where we find ourselves, there is an unlimited supply of stillness and beauty in the world that we just need to take a moment to notice. Winston Churchill's surprising secret to a productive life. Winston Churchill, the legendary politician who defeated Nazism, was also a prolific writer and speaker, having served in the British Parliament for over 6 decades. Despite his busy schedule, Churchill found peace and stillness through physical care, particularly bricklaying. This meditative activity not only provided an intellectual escape but also exercised his body and helped him fight depression. Churchill's story reminds us that cultivating both mind and body is critical to productivity and happiness. Aspiring hobbyists can choose any physical activity that helps them escape from life's pressures and find their own stillness, just as Churchill found peace in the process of laying bricks. The power of stillness. In a society where people prize activity over rest, it's important to remember the benefits of sleep and moderation. Great leaders like Winston Churchill and master violinists understand the importance of sleep and taking breaks. Embracing stillness allows us to know our limits and protect our physical and mental well-being, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling life. Don't let overwork be your downfall, prioritize stillness today.
Having embarked on this transformative journey through the wisdom of Stillness is the Key, you've discovered how to find peace and clarity amidst the constant chaos of everyday life. From Seneca's calm amidst the cacophony to John F. Kennedy's composure during a high-stakes crisis, stillness has proved invaluable in nurturing creativity, focus, and balance. Beyond these historical figures, the book highlights practical steps such as journaling, appreciating beauty, and embracing moderation to help you cultivate stillness in your daily routine. Remember to slow down, be present, and nurture the tranquil power within. Stillness is indeed the key to a fulfilling and enriched existence.